Hey there, I'm Jen, and this is the 2024 Yamaha MT-09. I think the MT series has always had a little bit of a reputation for being raw, and a little uncouth sometimes. But I would have to say, after riding this newest edition of the MT-09, Yamaha's made just the right amount of refinements so it's still really fun and sporty, but it's not so in your face and trying to fight you on the ride. All right, so it's the same triple that we all know and love here in the MT-09, and that is really a good thing. They didn't have to make any changes there because it has such a playful power band. Down low, and even when you're getting up 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 RPM, this thing is still hauling the mail, and that's what riders want out of a street fighter machine. One of my favorite things about this MT-09 is the updated quick shifter. I really tried to confuse this quick shifter. I definitely tried to shift when I'm idling, when I'm aggressive on the throttle. This might be the smoothest shifting MT to date. All right, so as a shorter rider, I really pay attention a lot to levers and foot selectors, things like that, because I normally have a little bit more trouble getting a reach on all those different things. So I really like that the MT-09 does have adjustable levers for both the front brake and the clutch. And also I think the riding position in general is going to suit smaller riders as well. So Yamaha told us about some changes they made to the riding position. At first I was a little concerned. It sounded like it was going to get a little too aggressive and sport bike-like. Now after riding all day on this MT-09, I would want to say that I think that verbiage is just a little over the top. This is still a really relaxed riding position, especially compared to the sport bike models. So if you're a rider and you're worried about this thing getting a little too sporty, don't worry about that. I was still comfortable all day, nice and upright, no soreness in the shoulders. All right, so out here in Cupertino, California, and all the way through Santa Cruz, we found a lot of tight technical roads. I was definitely doing some heavy trail braking into a lot of these corners, blind corners, not sure where I'm gonna be going next. And I would have to say the MT-09 was a really great dancing partner in that aspect. And so if I needed to make a quick, fast dive, the MT-09 was there with me all the way through. So Yamaha did update the suspension with stiffer settings. Now me being a smaller and shorter and lighter rider, I do notice things like that. I would say the suspension is a bit stiff for my liking. Now I like that into tight technical corners, but I would have to say for the casual riding, going through town, hitting potholes and bumps, you're gonna feel a little bit more of that getting transmitted up through the seat of the pants. So the good news here is of course that the suspension is adjustable on the MT-09. The MT-09 has seen some refinements in the electronics department as well. It now has 3 pre-baked rider modes: rain, street, and sport. Before, it was up to riders to individually select TC, ABS, and other rider aids independently, but now the pre-baked modes take all the guesswork out. And you also have 2 custom maps. You could fine-tune that to whatever you like. I tried out rain mode. It works as advertised, nice gentle setting. Now between street and sport, I actually find they're both pretty aggressive, really sporty and fun. So I say in either of those modes, you're gonna have a good time. All right, so new for this year, Yamaha has taken another look at the front end and they've updated it here, the styling and look of it. It's a little bit more aggressive and brooding looking. I personally like it. I think previous MTs were a little friendly looking. They had like a smile in those headlights there. So for this year, you can enjoy a little bit meaner look to the dark side of Japan. The MT-09 still rides like the aggressive street fighter machine it has always been, but it has gotten even more aggressive. With the new riding position and stiffer settings, it has definitely inched back toward a sporty and not a casual riding experience. All right, so that's going to do it for a first ride review on the 2024 Yamaha MT-09. If you want to see more about this bike, head on over to cycleworld.com.